Hey, this is Dane from featherprep.com. Thanks for joining me here today. In today's video, I want to show you how I make 4-bean chili. This is a meatless chili and how I dehydrate it. Today, I'm out on Isle Royale National Park with my buddy Ken over there and Brian, who's running the video, and excited to show you this recipe. So let's go back to the kitchen and show you how to make this great chili. Okay, here we are in the kitchen with our ingredients. We have 4 types of beans: black beans, pinto, great northern, navy beans, and I have some diced basil and garlic, oregano, tomatoes that's made without oil. I have sliced or chopped onions and chopped peppers, some canola oil, and we got a frying pan. So we're gonna first saute the peppers and onions in the canola oil. All right, we're gonna go put the peppers in first. I'll scrape the rest of that out here in a second. I'm working with one hand, and our onions. We're going to saute that first. Teddy doesn't really care, do you, Teddy? But he's intrigued anyhow. We're going to let that saute for a little bit. Cook those down just a little bit before we go ahead and make the rest of the chili. Okay, while the peppers and onions are sauteing, we're going to go ahead and add our beans to our pot here and get those going. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. We'll give it a shot. This will just add it as is. Put those beans in. The black beans, we're going to drain those before we put in, but we're going to go ahead and add everything else in as is. Not as easy as I expected it to be one-handed, but you get the picture. So we add all the beans first. All right, we have 2 completely disinterested dogs here. All right. Now, we got black beans. These are rinsed and drained black beans out of the can, so we're going to add those next to our mix. And then comes our tomatoes. Okay, our peppers and onions are just about done here. Let's give them a little bit of a stir. Yeah, they're ready to put in, so we'll put that in next to it. All right, you're going to try this one-handed. Our peppers and onions go into the chili next. Just like so. I'll scrape that off once I get a free hand. All right, now we're going to turn our gas on. There we go. Gas is on. And we're just going to stir this around a little bit and just let it cook and mix just a little bit here. Now, I bought some seasoning mix. I've never tried this before. I just used chili powder. But we're going to go ahead and add some of that to our mix here to see how that does. But we're going to let this cook together a little bit and just heat up. Then we'll let it cool, and then we'll dehydrate it and package it. Okay, it's been heating up for a while, so we're going to go ahead and add the chili mix. This is mild. I just got it from Walmart. I've never tried this before, so we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of that to it. Mix that in and see how that goes. I'm going to probably put some chili powder in anyways, but we'll go ahead and add that in, stir that up, and see how it goes. Okay, you can see here we're just starting to reach a boiling on this, and there's no sense really to overcook it, but I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat down a little bit and just let it cook in itself for a little bit. There's nothing in it that actually needs cooked down. The beans are ready to go, but this ought to just help it along a little bit. So we're just going to let it sit and cook itself, and then we'll let it chill, and then we'll go to the dehydration process. All right, now we're ready to dehydrate. This is my dehydrator here, and I'll show you how I'm going to use this. These are the trays. I have them lined with parchment paper. And the chili is now, it's cool enough that we can go ahead and work with it. I tasted it, and I don't believe that I need any more chili powder. The mix that I put in from Walmart gave it a really nice chili flavor, but not overwhelming. So I'm going to do this one-handed. What I do is about 2 of these ladles full. This is a bowl that kind of gives me an idea of how much I need. And so yeah, I might go a little bit more. What I've found is that I need to make it a nice, healthy, good-sized portion, because when this dehydrates, it gets pretty small, and when we rehydrate it, it seems like it's a little less than that. So that's going to give me, well, I can weigh that to see what we got. All right, I just weighed that with my scale here, and that's about 17 ounces, closer to 18 ounces of chili. So that'll give me, I think, a good serving full. Okay, next, and this is going to be difficult one-handed, I'm going to go ahead and just try to show you how I put this on the tray. You might have round trays. I have rectangular trays. I'm going to spread that around, and I'm going to have to get a spoon to kind of spread it around, because I can't do this very well one-handed. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and spread this around, make it flat as possible on the tray. Try to spread it out evenly as best we can, and that'll dehydrate better like that. So that's one serving. So we're going to do, I have 6 trays. We're going to go ahead and fill them up and put them in then. Now we have the final tray. I've got my dehydrator full here. There are 5 trays in there. We're going to go ahead and put the 6th one in here. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. This is the final one. What do you think, Ginger? Looking pretty good? Teddy, you liking this? All right, so now we've got the trays in place. And I'm going to go ahead and close it up. And turn it on. It's 145 degrees. And the time here is 5:45 p.m. So I'm going to give this probably about 18 hours to dehydrate. It probably doesn't need that much, but I won't be back till tomorrow afternoon. I have to leave in the morning. So we're going to go ahead and let this dehydrate, and I'll show you what it looks like and how we package it up. Here it is. It is 5 after 2, so it's been in the dehydrator for a while. We're going to go ahead and turn it off. Take a look at it. Pull the first tray out there. Ah, okay, you can see it. Very dry. That's looking good. I'm just going to give that a little bit to cool down, and then after it cools down, next step is just to package it up, and we're good to go. Okay, as you can see here, we have all of the chili now. It's cool, it's dry, it's ready to go in my freezer bags, which are labeled here for being chili and the date. So all it is just a matter of putting the chili in the individual bag. It's not hard to do, but sometimes it would be nice to have an extra set of hands, but it's not too bad. This is actually the fun part. So anyways, we're going to bag up the rest of this chili, and then the next stop is to fill it up and to rehydrate it out in the field. Okay, we're out in the field now. I have the prepackaged chili ready to go. I have water here on my little twig stove. We're going to get it to a boil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fill this up to make sure it covers it. I don't like it real soupy, so I just want the water line to run somewhere like that. Not exact science, but that seems to work for me. So as soon as the water boils, we're going to pour it in next. All right, we got our water to boil. Just go ahead and add it. Yeah, a little bit more. That should do it. So we're just going to add this. Going to let it cook for maybe 10 minutes or so. Let it rehydrate. And I put it in a little homemade cozy here. So we'll put it in this and let it sit for about 10 minutes or so, and we should be good to go. All right, so we've got about 10 minutes in here. Chili looks like it's ready to go. I just drop it in my pot that I use to heat the water, and heat it out of the plastic bag so there's no dishes. And you can see that is chili, and it tastes really good. So looking forward to having that tonight. So anyways, that's the way I make homemade 4-bean, meat-free or vegetarian chili, how I make it and how I heat it out on the trail. Thanks for watching, and come back next time.